I am learning to thrive in the gig economy. Would you like to learn too? Today I'm coming to you from a hotel room out of state because I've been doing another 2-day public speaking workshop, and this is my first day. So now I'm taking a little break at the end of the first day, which went, I think, fairly well. I want to talk to you about a couple things. One dealing with the workshop and one dealing with clients in general. The workshop had a very interesting piece of feedback for me at the end of the day, and this is why no matter what profession you're in, you should always be trying to learn. And I'm very open about feedback. I always want feedback. And what one person said was that throughout the day, anytime I referred to a CEO or a CFO or a scientist or a researcher, my default was always he or him. I just, not because I think in my head about men, it's just, he or she or her and him just seems awkward when you're talking. But it is true that some people might take offense by that, or not necessarily take offense, but might feel a little excluded. And I don't want to exclude anybody. That wasn't the point of this. And more than that, I don't want them to even think about it, because I want them to be paying attention to the lessons that I'm teaching, not the word he or him or she or her. So I got to work in the idea that I should be more inclusive. I may change some of the language to they, them, to include everybody and avoid the whole topic of he and she. Or maybe what I'll do is I'll switch off. Sometimes I'll talk about a CEO as a he. Sometimes I'll talk about CEO and use she. But one way or another, I know I'm going to have to change this because I want my students to be paying attention to the lessons I'm teaching, not to some word that may exclude somebody. Something to think about when you're talking at work. Something to think about when you're talking to your clients. Something to think about when you're talking to customers. Are you using the inclusive language? I know that may sound a little politically correct, I guess is the phrase that's used, but it's not. We're not talking about political correctness. What we're talking about is building a connection with the people you're teaching, with the people you're working with. And to do that, you need to use the inclusive language as much as possible. It should just be common sense to make sure that everybody feels included. So I've got to work on that, and that was very good feedback today. I'm very happy about that. And hopefully I'll incorporate it as of tomorrow in the second day of the workshop. The other thing I wanted to talk about was about prioritizing your clients. It's very hard when I'm traveling to keep in touch with the clients back where I'm usually working. But at some point you have to say, here are the clients that are bringing you the bulk of the business. Here are the ones that you need to really work with. And you need to be able to prioritize them as much as possible. Make sure all the needs are done for everybody. You don't want to exclude anybody or fail to meet your commitments to different people. But when you're traveling, when you have to prioritize, you need to look and say, okay, customer A has been really good to me. I got to make sure the work is done for customer A. Customer B, same thing. If customer A needs something and I'm busy, I need to find a way to get around that. I need to find a way to solve that. Traveling doesn't relieve you of the responsibilities to your clients. You want them to feel that they're still in touch with you, that you'll still solve their problems when necessary. Sometimes it has to be during a break during the workshop, sometimes it's early in the morning, sometimes it's late at night. But the fact of the matter is, no matter what you're doing, you need to make sure that you prioritize your clients and you make sure that they are aware that they're getting the service they need, even though you are traveling or you are out of pocket. It's very crucial. Is that what you do? If you've got any hints or advice on how to make that easier, I'd really appreciate that. Please leave it in the comments down below. And otherwise, if you could like and share this video, YouTube really wants to see that. And subscribe so you don't miss any entries. And I'll talk to you again next week.